Monster Energy is returning to Lumen Field with Supercross this Saturday, followed by Monster Jam Stadium Tour on April 5th. And joining me in the Arc Lounge this morning is Joey Desimone. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And a Supercross rider to compete this weekend. So welcome to the show. This is really cool.
Yeah, it's my second time in here.
And you brought your helmet.
Yep.
Okay, so this is what you wear when you're racing this weekend, right?
That keeps my head safe for the most part.
Okay.
You try not to hit it too hard, but when we do, that's what protects it.
Oh, it's a good thing that you have that thing on, right?
Yeah.
So you're from Hobart, which is down near the Maple Valley area, and you were saying it's about this big, right?
Yeah, it's not big at all. I usually just tell people Maple Valley, and when I'm racing out of state, I just say Seattle, because it's a lot easier to explain that than go through.
Be like, well,
well that's
Hobart?
right by
Put out the map and all that kind of stuff. Is it fun to come back and be in front of a home crowd, and what is that like for you after doing this for so long?
Yeah, it's always awesome coming back to Seattle. I came here as a kid. I always, meeting the riders was the coolest part, so it's always really cool going back as the rider. And, you know, signing autographs for kids and stuff like that is always super cool. And just being in the environment where a lot more people know who you are and everything like that, it's always super fun coming back. And the rain's holding off for now, so we're
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we're gonna keep hoping it stays. And even if it does rain, I'm still ready. I grew up here, and so I've had my fair share of mud races, and we'll be ready to go either way. And always makes it way more interesting for the fans if it is muddy.
Yeah.
There's always
makes it more of a fun show, right?
Yeah, exactly.
To watch as a spectator.
Bikes blow up. A lot less injury because we're closer to the ground when it's muddy. We don't jump as high, but yeah, it's always carnage and crazy stuff goes on, rain or shine. Yeah,
exactly. Looking at your socials, you've been doing this for a long time. I don't normally ask a person's age, but how old are you?
I'm 21 in 4 days.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Okay. Hopefully you're going to celebrate at a really fun way. Yeah. How long have you been doing this? Has it been basically all your life?
I started when I was 9, which sounds early probably to a lot of people at home, but I was really late actually compared to a lot of my competitors. I mean, just off the top of my head, one of the kids I race won a title at 4 years old at the Amateur Nationals. So some of these kids were on bikes before they could walk. But a lot of these guys, they're generational talent, so their parents were good, their grandparents were good at this. That wasn't really the case in mine. We just went to the local track down at SIR, and I was hooked from there on, and my parents have been sending me to facilities, training, and now here we are at the professional level, and it's really cool to be at this point in my career.
Do you still have the same excitement that you did back at the age of 9 to now 20 years old, all these years later?
I think so. Obviously, the bones don't heal as fast, but yeah, for the most part, it's really, it's awesome at this point that I'm able to call racing dirt bikes a job. And I have worked real jobs, and this is so much better. The injury risk is a little bit higher, but it's obviously way more fun to go race dirt bikes. And I don't think at a normal 9 to 5 you get to go sign autographs for people, take photos with people.
Yeah, and fans are just going wild when they get to meet a rider like yourself for the first time. You talked about injuries, and so you've broken what? Tibia, foot, lacerated the spleen. Probably a few others thrown into the mix there. What has been the worst for you? It is, as you were saying, it kind of takes the recovery process a little bit longer as you get older.
Yeah, my worst one was probably 2 years ago. Like you said, I did my tibia, and then I did 6 bones in my right foot all at the same time. So I ended up in a wheelchair because it was both my legs. Yeah, that one wasn't a fun one. That was actually 2 months before my pro debut, so that threw me off a year. So I had to recover from that, but. Yeah, I did my spleen. I actually have a tattoo right here that's keeping track of the bones I broke. I'm at 11 right now, but I'm okay with not getting more to that.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
But like stuff like the spleen, yeah, there's a bunch of injuries like that aren't even bones. And yeah, it's a crazy sport, but there's a reason we keep coming back.
Yeah, exactly. For somebody who's never been to an event like this that we're going to see at Lumen Field this weekend, what do you hope that they take away if they're going for the very first time?
Really depends. You know, I would love to see the sport grow, more people go out and get a dirt bike from your local shop and just ride in your backyard, and then if you really love it, you could go to the track. You can do all kinds of things. This sport has so many avenues. You can do what I do, and you go in the stadium race Supercross. You can race motocross all around the world, and you can go do endurocross. There's so many avenues all around the world too, and that's what's great about super motocross is it's both Supercross and motocross combined, and then everyone fights it out at the end for a chance at $1 million.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. Do you have plans for celebrating besides?
I don't yet.
You don't? Okay.
We're just hoping to get through the weekend safe and good result, and with a good result, we'll call it an early birthday gift.
All right, that sounds good to me. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Yeah,
and
thank
good
you.
luck this weekend.